Alright guys, it is 1 in the morning my time. Um, I told you guys I'd do a setup video, so we're going to get started with that here. I've been struggling with OBS settings and stuff and getting these two PCs to talk to each other all night. So it's been a long haul, but we're going to go ahead and do the big fun setup video for all you guys. You guys can finally see what I'm working with, what everything looks like from my standpoint. So I will turn the camera around and we will get started with all this. Alright guys, so here we go. This here, our fancy green screen, cost me like, I don't know, maybe 40 bucks to make. Went the cheap route, went to Hobby Lobby, made one instead of buying one, right? Didn't feel like spending all the money. It works, it does its job. I've never had an issue with it. So, you know, for 40 bucks, I'll take it. Coming over here, our awesome gaming chair. I think this was like 100 bucks on Amazon. You know, it's a cheap one. I don't need a fancy chair yet. The more I spend time in it, the more I want one. But I'm not about to spend the money on a fancy chair at this point, I should say. Move over. This is the new rig right here. This is the streaming rig. Just got a cheapo keyboard hooked up from home. Had just laying around at my dad's house, so I just said, hey, I'll take it. You know, we're not using it. So here we go. This is her in all her glory. Kind of bland compared to the other rig that you'll see here in a minute, but it'll do its job. Strictly be streaming for me. It's gonna keep us going. You know, it's gonna take the load off of the gaming computer. That's the key. That's what that one's for. You know, we got the MSI B450M Pro motherboard in it, the Ryzen 5 APU, 2400G processor. We got over a terabyte of memory in there, so we'll be good to go for a while. You know, it doesn't need graphics card, doesn't need all the sound cards and stuff. Like I said, it's strictly streaming, so, but it's gonna do its job. So I'm gonna move you guys over here, right next to the good old streaming rig. Right, we got the Roland VT3 voice transformer. Right, this is what you guys see me always messing with. You know, sometimes my voice will sound weird. This is why. This gives me the option to change what my voice sounds like. I can mess with people, have fun with it, do weird streams if I really want to. You know, it gives me the capability to run my mic that I have, and I'm just couldn't be happier. You know, for just an entry level mixer, it does exactly what it's supposed to do. I don't need anything more from it, so I'm very happy with this purchase. And we're gonna keep using it. You know, hopefully in the future, if we have other people on stream, I can hook other mics into it and have multiple mics run out of the same thing, and it'll just be a fun time. We'll come over real quick to the keyboard here. Keyboard, our mouse pad, our mouse, headset, and mic. We'll run through these. It's just a plain old Corsair gaming keyboard, right? Not a mechanical keyboard, but it's still more responsive than a regular keyboard you're going to find at school or at work or whatever. It is a gaming keyboard. We got the Corsair Glacier mouse, RGB, so it lights up, you know, like everything else. I spent a lot of money on lights, sadly, but I'm happy with it. Took me a while to get used to this mouse. There are other Corsair mice out there that I do like and I might switch to, but I am growing to like this mouse a lot. Never had an issue with it yet. This is the Audio Technica headset I run. It's the 900X Open Air one. Basically, you got this. You got the 900 or the 700X. Same idea, just different drivers in it. This one's just the top of the line of them. I like it. If you look, so it's called Open Air because if you look, at times you can kind of see through there. Right, it's all mesh. I can hear outside of it. My ears don't get hot and stuff. It's a very comfortable headset. So I'm very happy with that purchase. Love the sound it puts out. I can hear everything. That's how whenever people are really far away, I can still call them out because I hear them. We'll move back a little bit. This is our mic we run, the Audio Technica 2020. It's got, you know, our little foam thing over top because I got tired of that mesh condenser in front of it, but it does its job. I like it. It's a studio mic, high quality. Keeps the echo down in here and keeps the voice coming through nice and clean. So I can't complain about it. I'm very happy with the Audio Technica setup. You know, I learned from it from a streamer, and he swore by it, and I'll tell you, I'll swear by it because I enjoy it. So moving on up to our monitors, right? Here's our monitor setup. Got an MSI gaming monitor, 29-inch, just about the size of what my TV in my room used to be. These two monitors came from my mom's office after she passed away. You know, they didn't need them. She got to keep them. So we weren't using them. I was like, screw it. I need monitors. I'll bring them. So this is the one I run OBS off of. This is the one I put my chat on, right? You guys see me looking up my left majority of the time whenever I'm talking. That's why. Because I'm watching the stream. I'm replying to you guys. These two monitors up here are both ran off of the streaming rig. This monitor is strictly ran off the big rig over here. We just have a simple Logitech webcam here. Nothing too fancy. It'll stream in 1080 for me. Only 30 frames per second. That's its cap. Can't go higher than that. We can upgrade at some point, and then 60 frames per second, which is nice and all. But for starting out streaming, it's doing its job, and I'm loving it. So here we go. Right. This is my baby. This is the nice gaming rig that has been doing all the work lately. You know, pulling the load. So we went with every single lighting option that we could. Right? Got fans. There's those top ones again. In front of this over here, you can barely see them, but those are all lit up too, all those fans. You got LED strips. The front of it's all lit up. But the real impressive part is what's doing all the work in here, right? So the motherboard back here, which we got lights behind it too. Why not, right? We got the MSI Z370. Does its job, you know. Don't need a whole lot of a motherboard. It's just a matter of if it can run your graphics cards and whatnot. So our graphics card there is an NVIDIA GTX 1070 Ti, 8GB, right? That's this puppy. That's what does all the thinking. That's what gives me all the graphics. So the best part about this that I love though is right here. Looks a little bit like a radiator, right? Well, that's because it is. This thing is liquid cooled. You know, I start it up and you hear it. You just hear the liquid run through the lines and it just sounds so cool. Love it every time. Makes me happy. So that's the streaming rig. It's got over a terabyte of memory too. So, you know, it can pack a punch. It'll do its job. I'm very impressed with all my Zydex stuff. You guys hear me brag about them all the time. They're going to be giving us some stuff for some giveaways here in the next coming week and whatnot. So that'll be for you guys. But that's my setup, right? I'll even back up for you guys. Try and turn this sideways. You know? It's fun. It's interesting. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And hopefully I did a good enough job of describing what everything is for you guys. So if you guys ever decide to get into it, maybe you guys have an idea what to look into now.